Hi there. Hi, I'm Mickey. I welcome everyone. Welcome to the Breath Hub app. Slight technical hitch at the moment. Try to focus on my camera. And welcome to my other guest, Shana. Shana is a wellness coach from the Breath Hub app community, as I am. And we are absolutely delighted to talk to you together tonight about our up and coming wellness retreat. And that is in central London. If you haven't got your tickets, jump over after this video to the Eventbrite link and get your tickets, because it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Really looking forward to it. This retreat weekend is titled New Beginnings. And what does that mean, Mickey? Well, for a new beginning, for something to be a new beginning, for something to start, something else always also has to finish. And tonight and on the weekend, part of that process is helping you release something that could be causing you stress and anxiety, or causing you not to be able to live and perform at work your best version of yourself. And so that's what really the retreat is about. And we really encourage you to invite your, not just friends and family. This is really more directed about colleagues, team members, and even maybe just yourself. Maybe the focus is you're a sole entrepreneur, or maybe you work for a big corporate. Whatever the situation, there's always an opportunity to change for the better. That's my view. Life is in constant flux, and one thing that is certain is that everything is subject to change. And that change doesn't necessarily mean that something bad is going to happen. Certainly not on a wellness weekend retreat. Something great is going to happen. And Shana, I'm going to introduce you guys to Shana now, who's going to talk a little bit about what she does and what you can expect from her session at the wellness weekend retreat. Hi, Shana, welcome.
Hi guys, so sorry, everyone tends to get my name wrong. It's actually Shana. So yeah, thank you for having me on here, and I'll give a little introduction about myself, guys. So Vicky, just want to say I love what you're talking about with regards to sorry, I just got a bit of some backlash. So what you're talking with regards to changes, because a massive theme for my sessions in the last 2-3 weeks has been all about metamorphosis, so shedding old layers and coming back to the truth. So many of us, we're hiding ourselves all the time. It's the way society has conditioned us. We're always making ourselves smaller. It's like we'd rather be seen with our shoulders hunched over and, you know, sort of hiding from the world. So this story of metamorphosis is going through the cocoon, going through the dense layers, allowing yourself to come out the other side, evolution of the self, allowing yourself to transform and be seen like this huge, magnificent butterfly that every single one of you is. Now, I just want to say, like, I am someone that's got 15 years of experience in this field, and I've been waiting a very long time for this to happen, you know, and now the market's becoming heavily saturated with all of these techniques, and it's beautiful to see, guys. It's incredible. But during these times, just make sure that you are looking for authentic teachers and stuff as well, you know, because this work is very deep. It's very profound, and it gives you the opportunity to heal on a cellular level, to step into altered states of consciousness. Now, I am a yoga and meditation teacher, as well as a breathwork instructor. I trained with Wim Hof many years ago, and actually our team created the first ever soundtrack he ever made. So the music I create as well is very much about taking you into an altered state of consciousness through vibration, through frequency, so that you can tap into the subconscious mind and rewire the old networks that don't serve us anymore. You want to think of the mind as a computer. And we've got all these old stored programs, but they don't necessarily serve us. And we're operating from these programs we're not consciously aware of. So breathwork, it brings us back into this place of unity, connection with the self, allowing yourself to be centered, to be present, to be aware. And, you know, we're so distracted. We're always running around. And a lot of the work I do, because I do have a background of energy and sound healing as well, the work I bring is sort of shamanic in some sessions. You know, I do my sessions with, you know, medical healing for people that have terminal illness. But then on the other side, I will hold very shamanic deep sessions where it allows people to release this natural state of DMT. Now, I've worked with shamans, I've worked with people that have worked with plant medicine. You can honestly recreate the same subtler effects from breath work that you can from going deep into these ceremonies. So just in 20 minutes alone, I've had people, I don't know if you guys have ever seen on my social media, but recently it's like the releases people are having in just 40 minutes of these breathwork classes is more powerful than any plant medicine retreat. And I've had many people come up to me and say this, you know, so it just goes to show, as above, so below, so within, so without. We can reconnect with anything that we take externally. We're always looking outside, you know, all these gurus, all these shamans, wow, look at them. It's all about you. You are the power. And every single one of us teachers, you know, teachers, I don't even like to call myself a teacher. I'm still a student. I'm learning every single day. And it's like, you'll get to a pinnacle of, you know, understanding, and then it opens up a whole new door. And you're like, okay, I've got a whole new avenue to go down now. And we're human. We're having a human experience. So, you know, with the breath work, we tap into the science of the body, but we also start to learn the spirit, the energy. And even if you're not into that, guys, because I know as a English nation, we've never been taught this stuff. So there's a little bit of fear. We don't like to be shown what we don't already know. You know, the ego likes security of, I know this. So all of a sudden, when we're coming through these different practices and sort of getting out of the comfort zone, we retract. We don't always like it. But we've got to look at the environment, look at society. I'm working with children as young as 9 years old, people literally that are on antidepressants. We can clearly see the mental health in society is plummeting, you know. So coming back to breath work, I teach ice water therapy, Reiki healing, all of these things is natural cellular healing. And the beauty of this is I found this when I was 17, you know, meditation, it changed my life. It took me out of darkness. It took me into forgiveness because, you know, a lot of these sessions, people are talking about trauma. Okay, trauma. Yeah, I know we've all got trauma, but the trauma's the past. Does that define you now? I've had lots of traumatic experiences, if you like, but actually they've all given me the choice to change, to become more powerful, to understand more compassion, to break the cycle of this suffering that continues through humanity, you know? So it's all about stepping beyond that, coming into the heart space. And with breath work, regardless of even if this is like, oh, this is so weird, and some people cringe out at even talk of self-love, you know, as an English nation, the thought of self-love, that's enough to make you want to run 10 miles from even sitting down and having that conversation. But we need to remember, love starts with the self. And the highest vibration we can ever resonate in this life, the bottom line of this life is to love each other unconditionally. We are one big human family, you know, and it's all been about separation, about disconnection. And yeah, it's great that we've got all this technology, we've got the access to the internet, but it's almost disconnected us from one another, you know. And it's like, again, you're seeing this in the younger generations. They're all plastered on these tablets and stuff. So that's why it's so important, this movement now, to push it through, you know, like to stand in our power, to support people to come back to their power. Because like I was saying a minute ago, it's not about the guru, it's not about the shaman. Oh, look, we're looking at this person. We're only here to remind you of that power within you. Because every single person listening here, you're all extremely powerful. You all have the ability and the choice to let go of the rubbish that didn't serve you in the past.
Absolutely.
That's what defines you and what makes you into a stronger person. It's all about choice. It's all about having that decision. Are we going to let go of that? Are we going to allow ourselves to come into this feeling of metamorphosis, new beginnings, to let go of old layers that no longer serve, to step into your truth, which is sometimes scary, because so many people are sort of living in a lie unconsciously, thanks to society's conditions. So when you start to speak the truth, you'll get backlash. You'll get people sort of looking at you like you're crazy, but inside they're resonating with what you say. So it takes even more strength to stand in that power, stand in that truth, because eventually people will start to come towards you. And I've had to be on a mission for the last 2-3 years, you know, with all of the stuff that's happened in the last 3 years. People have been mentally suffering.
Yeah.
I was someone that was so scared to be seen myself. I know this work changed my life, you know, but it was never my intention to become a teacher. But through my journeys and through my connecting with my own power, I was like, do you know what? I need to get over my ego, my fear, the illusion of the mind. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve to be seen, because I need to bring these tools back to other people. And that's all we do, you know. There's nothing special about me. Yes, I bring my healing into the circles and I will play with the energy in the room, of course. However, it's all about you reconnecting with your intuition, your power, you know, and coming into these places. So the breath work I do, sorry to go off on the long one, guys, but very profound. And as you can tell, I'm extremely passionate because I've seen this change thousands of lives, and I'm not exaggerating, you know. This is so profound. And through this work, you will honestly reconnect and anchor that power, that light within, that warrior within from Wim Hof. You know, I always just remember him, gave me a hug, and he's so big, and he's like, never change, Shayna. And I'm like, you know what?
Absolutely. Yeah, and for anyone who's just joined us, we're in discussion tonight regarding the New Beginnings retreat. That is the Breath Hub retreat in central London in September the 3rd and the 4th. So that's a weekend. So there's no excuse, there's no work to be done that day. And the great thing about just following on what you were saying there is what this weekend retreat does. It gives you it's a place to go away from where your normal habits are, away from all the distractions of normal life. And that's what a retreat is. It's not to hide away, it's to move forward. And what we're going to do tonight, Shayna, is going to do a short session, which is going to be a bite size of what you can expect on the day. And I'm sure you'll agree with me that these retreats, you might think, oh God, that's all a little bit woo, and it's maybe something that you've never done before. I've never done breath work, I've never done yoga, it's a bit beyond me. That is absolutely not the case. This is a very, very welcoming experience from anyone who has never even thought, or maybe actually thought about, talked about, and wanted to try it, but just never had the opportunity or the place to go. This is your place. This is where it starts. And it's not anything that's, whoa, it's not going to be, oh, it's just going to be you. It's you. It's for you. It's for your team or your colleagues or whoever you want to bring into the circle. But it is certainly an opportunity to restart, to put some energy into the workplace and to create a new dynamic for your team. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is really going to be a really fun day as well. It's not going to be all heavy and serious. We're going to have an absolute laugh. So 3rd and 4th of September, yeah, exactly. It's going to be loads of fun and loads of connection, because like you've just been saying there, Shayna, we've all been kind of locked up in this kind of like cocoon, and this is part of the process of breaking out and breaking free and really finding out who you really are. And that is one of the most absolutely life-changing journeys, and you can take that from us because we are talking from experience of ourselves and of our own journeys.
So Mickey, just off the back of that as well, because guys, I do, you know, very different. So I teach with like athletes, I teach with people in business, I teach with people that want to go deep into those releases. Not all sessions are like that, and just know that I probably have about 20 different breathwork tracks that will take you into completely different altered states of conscious. Some are energizing, some are very sleepy, but just know that I've had so many people that have never tried this work before, and you can actually check the reviews on my National Wellness page on Google just to see the people that came in completely skeptical and in one session completely changed their life. It converts you in honestly one session. It's so amazing, and the buzz you get, just this feeling of euphoria, of just feeling so good. And you know, these tears of just pure gratitude for life come out. The breath is life. We breathe unconsciously, and when we connect with every breath, drawing that life in, what an amazing feeling. We have every in-breath to feel gratitude for, you know.
Absolutely. And just to add on to that, no level of experience or fitness is required to come on this retreat. Just really an open mind and a willingness and a want to be receptive to the whole experience. That's all you have to do, is just be receptive, and you will most certainly, there is never, like Shayna says, there has never been anyone in either my experience or our experience who has ever said, you know what, that was rubbish. I didn't get anything out of that. That was absolutely rubbish, and I want my money back.
So guys, I teach about 150 people every single week, and these people have gone to these classes every week consistently, because without it, honestly, it's like you can't always stay above the water with the stresses of life. Life is chaotic. If we learn to keep our internal world calm, we are not always having this emotional reaction, and the body doesn't suffer in the long run. It's about longevity as well. It's genuinely about keeping that vitality in the system.
Little glitch. Right, we're back. We're back. So shall we, once again, just for anyone who's just joined, we're just about to start a bite-sized session that is the big long session. You must come to our event on September the 3rd and the 4th. And after this video, jump over to our Eventbrite link and buy your tickets and get involved. And it's that great experience when you just know that you're coming and you just know that you're ready to change something, that all we are doing is guiding you and helping you walk through the door to your next life. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing, because the answers, like we've just been saying, the answers are already there. You just can't see them right now. That's all. It's just as simple as that. You just cannot see them, but you will on that retreat weekend in September. It's a month to go. This is super exciting. And people come of all levels of experience. I've just said that already, but just for anyone who's just jumped on. So we're going to start this session. So I'm going to pass you back over to Shayna.
Perfect. Okay, guys. So I'm going to try and connect this to the music, because all of my breathwork journeys are guided with music, with sound frequency healing. And just know, when you do come to the retreat, I will also have my sound healing equipment and my shamanic drums as well. But we're just going to do a 10-minute session today. This is going to be all about activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So when you start to extend your exhale for twice the count of the inhale, scientifically proven within 5 minutes, we make that switch from being from stress into rest. Now, what an amazing ability to be able to tap yourself into that rest whenever you choose to. So I'm going to connect the music, and the only simple rules you need to follow is to breathe in through the nose. The nostrils is a natural filtration system. Also helps to release nitric oxide, which is antibacterial, antifungal, and it also encourages breath down into the lower parts of the diaphragm. Lots of breath works are sort of through the mouth into the chest, but this is activating that stress response in the body. I won't go too much into the science now, because you can learn all about it on the retreat, but it's extremely, extremely interesting and very powerful, guys.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go into it, in through the nose.
Fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm so glad to share this with you as well. So when we're exhaling, guys, just try to imagine you're exhaling through a straw. So long, smooth, extended exhalations. This is going to ensure that you're keeping your breaths continuous and circular and connected through the diaphragm. All you've got to do is lay down with closed eyes and allow yourself to follow the guidance.
Okay, so we'll give everyone a minute to find a comfortable seat, either lying down or maybe when you're looking at this. But if you are sitting up, then just make sure that you're comfortable, and that just because what you don't want to happen is for the discomfort of where you're sitting around to distract you from the whole process. So lying down is lovely. It's lush. If you can lie down and listen to this, then welcome, or maybe you're watching it on record. So get yourself all set up and then we're good to go. I'm going to be sitting up because I'm watching while I'm doing.
Yeah,
super exciting.
So for those of you definitely doing this the first time, lay down, because it is possible to experience vibrations and tingles around the body. Obviously, I'm not there with you, so please make sure that you're completely supported. If any of these sensations do arise, we're only doing a very short session, but just know this is the cellular healing taking place. So just really trust and surrender to that. Don't think, just feel. Allow your body to do what it's capable of doing. And yeah, we'll get started.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to try and connect the music. Just let me know that it's all going through okay. I'm going to be playing it from my YouTube account, so that.
So,
1 second.
So while you're setting up the music, I'm just going to reiterate again that this is a fantastic opportunity to bring your colleagues, your team, or yourself. Perhaps you're a lone entrepreneur and feeling the stresses and strains of the last 2 years within the workplace, and that this really is a treat. It's a gift for yourself or for your team or for your colleagues. And I really encourage you to use this as an opportunity to discover what a wellness experience really is. And it's right in central London, Lancaster Gate. It's about 5 minutes walk from Paddington Station. It's the Columbia Hotel. All the details are on the Breath Hub page. So jump over there after this session. Great. I think we've got the music connected.
Not yet. Sorry, I need to just wait for you to stop.
So So while Shane is doing that,
I'm ready to go once you've finished. I can connect it. I need to share the screen.
Everyone. And let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. Right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Can you hear it okay, Mickey?
I heard it. I heard a little bit of it just a second ago. Okay.
I'm not sure if it's actually playing
through the app.
No.
There's been a big screen change now.
Yeah. Right, let me see if I can share the sound somehow. Sorry, guys, bear with us. We've never done it on LinkedIn before. I normally do this on Facebook Live or Zoom, so it's never an issue. In which case, if we can't stream the music, maybe we'll give another link to try that at some point.
So while that's happening, just make yourself comfortable and just be receptive to the experience, to be open-minded. Maybe you've never tried this before. Maybe you already have subscribed to the Breath Hub app. And if you haven't, download the Breath Hub app after this wonderful session, of course. Everyone who comes to the retreat will be receiving a complimentary subscription to the Breath Hub app. So that you are able to follow on after the retreat. You're able to follow on, carry on your breathing journey. It sounds a bit crazy to say your breathing journey because it's something that we're doing all the time without having to think about it. But there are lots of things that are happening without you having to think about it. So breathing, learning breath work is not learning how to breathe per se. It's using these techniques, these breathing techniques for a specific outcome. And as Shayna has been saying, that actually we've lost a bit of connection here. Slight technical hitch, people. So slight technical hitch. While we get that organized, we're going to be doing a bite-sized 10-minute session with Shayna, which is going to be just a little opportunity for you to just get a feel for what Shayna's sessions are going to be like. And on the day, here we are, we're back again. The joys of the joys of online. We're back in the game.
Technology.
Yeah, technology is fantastic when it's working, and when it doesn't work, it's like total frustration.
Exactly. So I'm just having to log in because I had to download Google Chrome.
Okay. So slight pipping. So on the day, we're going to be there's going to be, you're going to come, I'll just run through while you're getting that organized how the day will go. It starts at 9:30. We open at 9:30. There's going to be yogi tea, of course, and some lovely hot lemons and really lovely teas and drinks to start with. And then we're going to do just an opening circle, which is going to be with me, where we're going to do a little bit of chanting. Don't be afraid about that. It's nothing really short, like out of your comfort zone, and a short meditation. And that meditation will just bring you into land in the space. After that, we'll be starting our first breath work session. Then there'll be a short break where we're going to have some coffee, tea, and a light snack. And then we will do, for the second part of the morning, you will be doing yoga with me, which is going to be a dynamic practice. And the great thing about yoga with the breath work is the yoga, the movement helps the healing from the breath work session to be absorbed. And it also just helps to keep us moving, keep us awake and moving throughout the day. Followed by an amazing lunch by Lisa. Lisa's Bespoke Feasts. Lisa's lunches are absolutely amazing. And the week before the event, we'll be sending out a questionnaire about your food, heaven or hell, dietary requirements, and all that will be as much as possible planned into the menu. After lunch, there's going to be another breathwork session. I'm not going to reveal the whole program. And then there's going to be an afternoon tea, which will be a lovely classic English tea with nice cakes. And then there is going to be a closing yoga session with me, which will be a yin yoga session, which again is just going to close your day and let the healing absorb and send you home feeling super, super relaxed, but also energized, and feeling that lovely feeling that if you haven't booked for both days, you will be able to book for the second day after the first day, because I'm sure many of you will be thinking, oh man, I have got to come back and do this one more time. So it's Saturday and Sunday. Of course, I'm going to recommend that you book for 2 days. But again, if you prefer to book for 1 day, see how it goes, and then you can jump on and book for the second day if there's places available, which they're going pretty quickly. Places are getting booked up quite quickly. So don't delay and jump on that Eventbrite link tomorrow or tonight. How are we doing, Shayna?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to happen because
the music.
No, it's not going to come through, unfortunately. Okay.
Well, they'll have to come. You just have to come to the event to experience the musical experience.
Exactly, and I tell you what, I will drop a link from my YouTube session in here anyway, guys. So once you finish watching this link, just find that link, and then you can go straight to my YouTube account. But sorry about that. I do many online free sessions anyway, so you can connect somehow like that. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you all at the retreat. It's going to be epic. There's going to be so much amazing stuff and reconnection with the self coming home. So yeah, guys,
brilliant. Let's do it.
Perfect.
So we're going to start the breathwork session now without the music.
Okay, just know that it's not going to be the same, but we're just going to do some breathing together very lightly, guys. So, just want to sit with a nice straight back, and we're just going to practice the breathing together. So I just want you all to sit in a nice seated position. Really elongate your shoulders up, back, and down. And we're going to take the left palm to the heart center and the right palm to the stomach. We want to use the hands as guides to direct the breath using the full diaphragm. So as you breathe in through the nose, like a bright white light traveling all the way down.
What's going on here, everyone? Apologies for that. We lost you there, Shayna. You're back. Hey, this is live. It's like live TV.
So funny. Okay, guys, so starting again with a nice straight back, shoulders up, back, and down. Take the left palm to the heart center, right palm to the belly. We're using the hands as guides to direct the breath, to use the full diaphragm. So as you start to breathe into the nose, I want you to imagine your breath as a bright white light traveling all the way down into the lower parts of the diaphragm. Slowly starts to fill the belly up, all the way up to the chest, the shoulders, and then exhale through the mouth. Now, with your exhales through the mouth, really put emphasis on letting go of everything. Just completely soothing yourself down. Now, every in-breath is about drawing strength into the system. There's power, there's clarity, there's life force. Every exhale about letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Allow your shoulders to relax, any tension in the body to just melt away with every exhalation. And just start to feel this connection of the breath through the diaphragm, through both hands. And with your eyes closed, it's like you start to see the breath in a circular fashion, energizing, relaxing simultaneously. Now start to use the full body to breathe, breathing beyond the chest. You may even start to feel the tingles start to come in the body in this moment, just being present, reconnected. And anytime the mind tries to pull you away, just coming back with that in-breath, centering, aligning into the body. Just keep on following these breaths. And just keep this rhythm of breath traveling through the body. We're going to start to change the counts of breath slightly. So as you start to breathe in through your nose, just count your in-breath for the count of 2. And your exhale is just exhaling for the count of 4. Really extend everything. And feeling your breaths like ocean waves, powerful, continuous, connected, powerful but calm. And just feeling this clarity moving through you. Now the breath, as I said, the main driver of the vehicle you live in, the bridge between life and death. When you start to come into the flow of the breath, we start to really get to learn the self, the inner world. So keep on extending your exhales. Every exhale like letting go of stagnant air, any toxins from the body. Cleanse yourself. And every breath, feel a little bit more volume traveling into the body. And it's almost like we start to awaken every cell. And through moving the breath through the full diaphragm, we're reversing the cerebral spinal fluid. So carrying that breath from the tail of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. And you can even let go of sighs of relief. Every in-breath an energizer, reconnecting with that power, that warrior within. Drawing that inner fire into the body, knowing you're so powerful, confident, strong. And your exhales now just letting go of any worries, any concerns, anything that stops you from stepping into your power. Allow yourself to surrender. And we're going to keep on breathing in for the count of 2 and out for the count of 4. And I'm going to start to count you, so just connect with my counts, adjust your rhythm. And when I instruct, we're going to get everyone to empty the lungs and hold. So in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. 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 In, 2, out through a straw, keep going. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. 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 Now breathe fully in through the nose and hold your in-breath, engaging the muscle at the base of the spine. Squeeze that muscle, hold this in-breath. And then we're going to exhale, completely empty and hold. Allow yourself to drop the shoulders, relax the whole face. When we press a pause on the breath, we press a pause on life. So surrender to this moment. Trust. Observe any sensations, any thoughts that come to you in this moment. Anything that comes to you comes from within. And that first urge you feel to breathe, go beyond. You are more powerful than your mind's limits. Whenever you reach that barrier, go beyond. Step into your power. Activate the cellular healing and enter deeper into the subconscious mind. The longer we hold, the more we heal. If you need to take an in-breath before I give you the cue today, that's okay. But just go further and trust. Relax, tune in. And we're going to take a deep in-breath now through the nose, fully in, and hold it. Rebalance the O2 layers in the system. Hold this in-breath. And just feel the energy direct from the base all the way up into the spine, into the midbrain. This higher activation of higher vibration. And let go of an om or a hum. Om. As you do, empty, just bring the palms back to heart center and bow the head. And we just finish that very small connection by bowing to the divine within, connecting mind, body, breath as one. Namaste. Thank you for joining a very short and quiet version of what I do, guys. So just know with the breath, what I use is all binaural beats and very much guided with the music to really take you into this cathartic state of full body vibrations. It's truly spectacular. And just know the breathing you've just done, that's all about cellular healing, about coming in to rest and digest, to boost your immune system. The breath hold time, very important. Many of us only have breath hold time of around 10 seconds. This does show our level of oxygen efficiency and shows that we do actually have really poor cardiac health if we're only able to hold anywhere below 30 seconds, guys. But do not worry, that is 99% of people that have never done this. The world record, 18 minutes for holding the lungs empty. Now you'll learn all about the science, the transfer of oxygen from the bloodstream into the tissues and cells when we go at the retreat. But just know, and also it's the fear response. The brain goes, we're going to suffocate. Wim Hof said to me, if you can sit through the fear of feeling like you're suffocating and go beyond that, you can overcome any stresses in life. You can overcome any stress response. And when you increase your resilience, you lower the cortisol. You lower the inflammation in the body, which later manifests into illness and disease in the physical. So let go of that crap that doesn't serve you, guys. Increase your power. And thank you, Mickey, because that was obviously a really strange one for me. I've never done it without music before. Nonetheless, you're getting the effect.
Fantastic. Thank you, Shana. No, really, really, even just in that very short session, you can just feel the power. I know we're just reiterating that, but if you I'm sure most of you guys that joined us on that breathwork session can feel that something is happening. Something is happening, and we can go drill down into the detail, but essentially the bottom line is it's about change. Many of us, I think it's fair to say, are probably in one of the most stressful experiences that we've had, maybe even in our whole lifetimes, depends how long that lifetime is. And this is an opportunity to let go of that experience. Most of us, many of us, are living in fight or flight mode 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that is unsustainable. And when it becomes unsustainable, that's what we now call burnout. And that burnout is happening a lot. So much time off work, low productivity, stress and anxiety, a feeling of being lost. And what is happening with that in what I could call modern life, whatever that even is increase in medications. But I think we can all agree what's happening is that people are looking for alternatives. And that's why you are watching this tonight, because you have either thought about, thinking about, talked about an alternative, a better way of living. And that is what's going to happen to you when you come on that retreat. So jump over to the Eventbrite link in the bio. If you want to know any more about the retreat weekend, send us a message, a direct message here on LinkedIn, and the Breath Hub app team will answer that. You can find me directly here on LinkedIn. You can see my name there. Come and find us, as is Shayna. So everyone, have a lovely evening. I hope that, and I'm sure that it has inspired you to maybe think a little bit differently about what well-being is, that it's not something that is beyond anyone's reach. It is for everyone and anyone. Doesn't matter what your age you are, where you're from, what level of fitness or experience you have. This is available to absolutely everyone. So as I say, if you've got any questions about it, please message us. Otherwise, jump over to the Eventbrite link, and you can also watch this again here on LinkedIn or over on the Breath Hub app, YouTube. I'll find all the links in the bio. It's all very self-explanatory. We all know what we're doing, don't we? Thank you, Shayna. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and have an absolutely amazing Thursday, Little Friday, and have an amazing weekend. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye.